Hi everyone, so I'm going to do a twin flame reading. This is a great reading for twin flames. So I'm going to go ahead and begin. And I'm going to be using different decks here that I've got. So we're going to be doing or working with different tarot decks, okay? I'm going to work with the Paulina Tarot for this reading. So we're going to go ahead and begin here, shuffling and concentrating on the twin flame energies here in this moment. And this is a reading for the month of August. Well, with remaining the next 2 weeks of August that we have left, which is going to cover Mercury retrograde, the solar eclipse. We already passed the lunar eclipse, and see what comes out. Okay. And let's go ahead and begin. I'm gonna read the masculine first. We're gonna be reading the masculine. And the first is the origin of relationship. So how they see the relationship with you right now. Okay, how they see the relationship with you right now. And I have grief. It says, I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. So right now, the masculine is really struggling with something. A lot of grief or pain or something that's been challenging is definitely coming up here. Okay, so there is a lot of pain around the masculine. They're struggling with something, and it's something that maybe has been going on for a while in their life, in their maybe even karmically, but it's something that they've been struggling with, and they are going through a lot right now. Okay. The second card is the underlying issue of the relationship. So what is the underlying issue? And I've got 10 of Wands, and this card represents that burden. Okay, they're carrying a heavy burden right now in their life. They're carrying something very heavy. The word resentment came up for me as I saw this card. You know, grief, regret. There's some things that they wish they didn't do in the past, and now all those feelings are kind of coming up and trickling up for them. Okay, so this card is definitely showing that energy of like a heavy energy, and a really strong, like a burden. Okay, it's like a heavy burden. So I'm definitely seeing like a burden and a heavy energy here is coming up here. Okay. Let me pull another one for the situation right now with them, with the masculine. And it is Archangel Raphael. I love this card. And it is he's the provider of healing mind and body and spirit. So Archangel Raphael is coming up here. Okay. And Archangel Raphael for the masculine is bringing in that healing to help pick up and elevate the pain. Okay. The burden, the stress, the regret, the words that were said, and now they're regretting it. So that is strongly coming up here, and Archangel Raphael is trying to help bring that healing to the masculine. Okay, where is the relationship heading right now in regards to you and them? And I have the moon. Okay, so the moon is disappointment. It can represent deception, disappointment, things that are hidden. There's things that they don't want to talk about in the next month, so bear with them. Okay, the divine masculine, I feel, is going through a lot of disappointment, discontent. You know, I'm definitely seeing that there's some things that they do want to talk about eventually, but not right now. And all these astrological events that we have going on right now are really triggering their feelings and their past, and even past lives in them. And so they're feeling a little bit of that grief and discontent and burden and regret. So Archangel Raphael is really trying to bring in that healing to the masculine. Okay. The outcome that we see here is empathy. And it says, I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. So they're going to be more open as we leave these astrological events at the end of this month, going into the new month of September. They're going to feel more empathy. They're going to feel a lot better. They're going to start to feel more open to you and feel more open, to, opening up to what the other person has to say. Okay, and not so focused on their pain and their situation. Anything you can do to change the outcome with them. The Wheel of Fortune. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune is changing of luck, shifting of energy, a change that comes for the better. This is the number 10 energy, which comes to an ending. Something comes to an ending, a new beginning. So what I'm seeing with this is the Wheel of Fortune is representing a change of luck, a change of energy. So if you can approach the relationship from a different perspective, in a more positive light, in a more patient light, and trying to be very positive about things, you will see that they will be more receptive and more open. But I feel the masculine is definitely going through a lot right now. And the energies are weighing very heavy for them at this time. Okay? So let's look at now we're going to look at the feminine and see what we have. So for the feminine, we have loneliness. I know that I am never alone. So that feeling of loneliness is coming up here. Okay, for the feminine, and I feel that energy like as I speak. It's like a sadness and feeling lonely not just by yourself, but in what you're going through. And you may feel like, I'm the only one that's going through this, or I'm the only one that's ever been through this situation, or I feel very alone right now. Okay, so that is the energies right now for the feminine. The underlying issues are the Two of Cups, and that you feel very connected with the masculine. You feel like that person is the one for you. You feel very connected, but there's a lot of things that are getting in the way of you being together. And so there is a big partnership here, and union and love. The Two of Cups to me is a card of your other half, that person that you can be with and at any point, at any time. And that's what we're seeing with this card. Okay. So yeah, that's one of the things I'm getting with this, and it's really showing that love and that feelings and just wanting to be with that person and longing for that person. So the feminine is definitely struggling in the twin flame with longing for your twin, longing to see them, longing to be with them, and maybe even wanting to spend some time alone together. Is something that is really coming up for the feminine. The next card is the situation now. It's confrontation. Pick your battles wisely. So there is a lot of that confrontation. There's a lot of things that are, maybe the energies around right now are very confrontive. Okay, very, very confrontive for the feminine. People are being very confrontive, just generally speaking. Because of these, planets being crazy right now. But, this card is showing a lot of that confrontational energy. And, just trying to go with the flow right now is the best thing for the feminine, is to just go with it. To not rush anything. That's what I'm seeing, okay? I feel that there's something good coming for the feminine, rainbow energy up here. Anytime I see rainbow, is like a pot of gold at the end, right? There's something good coming. But there is a need to face something. There's a need to face something for the feminine, and to choose your battles wisely. Okay. Where is this relationship heading? And I've got 10 of Cups. You know, there is rest coming. There is partnership coming. There is a connection with your twin soon. Just give it some time. October will be a very important month for you, for the feminine. Those that are watching, October is going to be a month where you're going to see a lot of healing coming, and peace and rest coming for the feminine. Especially healing the lonely energy and the feeling of alone, and the feeling a little bit of that victimhood, if you will. Healing all that is definitely coming up here. The outcome, let's see, outcome I have is adversity. It says, I accept the challenges are the best way to learn. There may be some things that may come up for the feminine that may be a bit adverse, that may be a bit challenging still in this month, and going into the new month. The first half of the month of September is still going to be a little bit challenging, but I feel that the way you react to that is going to be important. Handling those issues as they come one by one is going to be important. I am getting, you know, I feel a lot, the card of adversity to me represents that energy of, you know, challenges, and someone that may, you know, bring some obstacles here for the feminine. But I feel like there's also a lot going on for the feminine, and going into the first half of September. When October comes, you're going to feel so much better. Anything they can do to change the outcome. And I have the Ace of Swords. And it's about being clear with what you want. Okay, it's about being clear with your intentions, with what your desires are. Being clear with your twin. Talking to them. Don't be afraid to tell them how you feel if you're able to speak with them. Speaking your mind. Being clear with your thoughts and your affirmations, and, you know, your vision board. Now is the moment to get clear with that, and really write what you want down, and really try to, you know, be clear on your intentions. For the masculine, I feel that to help the feminine, being clear with intention is important, because the feminine feels very lonely, feels a lot of confrontational energy around them right now. There's some adversity energy coming up as well, but there's a new energy coming in that's going to help, and is going to clear out any doubts or any confusion or anything that is not of the highest good. Okay. The bridge together for you and for your twin is children. Okay, and it says, know that your children are protected. And if you don't have children, you know, children energy can be new beginnings, new energies that are coming in to help you both to connect, and releasing fear as well. I realize that I'm testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. So letting go of any fear, resentment, all that stuff. Working with fear. Reading a book of the Course of Miracles, which has a lot to do with fears and all that stuff. So definitely trying to work around it is going to be important. And knowing that there's new beginnings that are coming in the future. And I've got Knight of Wands here as a connection to your twin, is to travel, to see each other as much as you can, to make the little moments big, enjoying them. And I also even see moving, changing of address, moving to a new place, traveling is all coming up as something positive that's going to reunite you together or reconnect you together. So some of you are going to be traveling more to see your twin. I see movement. I see travel. I see a lot of that coming up. Okay? So I hope that you've enjoyed this twin flame reading for these next 2 weeks. And I will talk to you guys soon. If you like more of these, give it a thumbs up, and I'll put the links to where you can find me. Angel blessings.